So we're going to draw a square. It's going to be 50 millimeters. As I say, anywhere in your sheet. So that's 50. So obviously all sides are going to be 50. Okay, so you should have this probably done by now. Okay, so there's my square. I'll darken it in just so that you can see it better on the board. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to do a very, very simple translation. Okay. As I say, we're only going to deal with the translation today just to ease you back into the work. Okay. So it's going to be a translation. Again, what is a translation? You need to be moving an object in a given direction at a certain distance. Okay. Okay, so I have my square here. You can label it. I'm going to label it, say, A, B, C, and D. Okay. Now, your given distance, what I want you to do is from C here, just draw a straight line out. And I want you from point C, measure across a distance of 80 millimeters. So measure across a distance of 80 millimeters, and you just get that point there. Okay, so the distance there, again guys, if you have any questions you can ask. That distance is 80 millimeters. Okay, and the square is 50 millimeters cubed. Okay, so for a basic translation, and your given direction is just going to be straight along that line there. Okay, so we're given our direction, we're given our distance. Okay, so we're going to draw our object. Now, this point here needs to be labelled. Okay, if I labelled that point, I could label that point C or D. If I labelled it C, the distance we're moving everything by would be 80. If I label it D, the distance we're moving everything would be 130. Okay, I'm going to label this D1. Okay, so that point there that you've got is D1. So all we have to do now is measure the distance from D to D1, which is 130 millimeters, which means A, B, C, and D are all going to be moved in this direction, 130 millimeters. Okay, very simple. You'll have this done in 30 seconds. So for A, I'm going to measure across 130. For B, I'm going to measure across 130. We already have D. For C, 130. You can see I already have my points. That'll be A1, B1, C1, and I have D1 there. All I need to do is join the points together. And that is my basic translation. Okay. Has anyone got any questions on that? No? Okay, that should be very straightforward. Okay, so that's just a very basic translation. I don't really know if there's anything else I can do to explain that to you. Okay, translation is what it is. It's just moving an object in a given direction, a certain distance. Okay, so if you think back to the lift that I had on the PowerPoint, it's just literally going from, say, the ground floor straight up in a given direction at a given distance, maybe up to the second floor, and that's just your translation. Okay.